in color, the continuing story of Peyton Place. Starring Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie, Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, Ryan O'Neill as Rodney Harrington, Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson, Tim O'Connor as Elliot Carson, Christopher Connolly as Norman Harrington, Patricia Morrow as Rita Harrington, James Douglas as Stephen Cord.
The Peyton Place Courthouse. Today, it has been the arena of a savage legal battle between Stephen Cord and Martin Peyton. Stephen has done his skilled best to demolish Adrienne Van Leyden's reputation. He has exposed his grandfather's fiancée as a former party girl. But for once, Stephen's ruthless tactics have failed. Peyton's will stands unshaken. And so does Betty Cord's belief that her husband and Adrienne were lovers. Now, if Stephen hopes to save his marriage, he must make another desperate effort to convince Betty that Adrienne lied.
Betty? Just walk out on me. I won't let you. How can you still believe her after all you heard in that courtroom?
A party girl. Someone you pay off at the door. Well, I was called that myself once, Stephen, remember?
Adrienne Van Leyden is a professional liar. A paid divorce correspondent. You heard Mrs. Foster's testimony. Now, how much proof do you need? I'll find you a dozen witnesses.
If you find me 10 dozen, I won't change my mind, Stephen.
You have got to believe me.
What difference does Adrienne's past make? I believe her when she tells me you had an affair with her. I believe her, Stephen.
You believe Adrienne because you want to.
Leave me alone.
Now, you want the excuse. You want to be free. You want to be free to run to your precious Rodney. Now, admit it, Betty. Admit you know she lied.
I see Stephen, but not Betty. Oh, Weber. Weber.
Yes, sir.
Have you seen Mrs. Cord?
She went back to the inn.
Oh. Did she have anything to say to her husband?
Well, he just stood around and did a lot of yelling, and then she up and took off. How'd everything go, sir?
Oh, splendid, Weber. Just splendid.
Take it easy.
Come on, slap it.
Oh, boy. Company.
We gotta do something, Eddie.
Why don't we adjourn until I finish sleeping? This is the middle of the night for me.
Didn't work. The whole thing blew up in my face.
The hearing?
Peyton claimed he knew all about Adrienne. In any event, he's going to marry her.
Was a big deal businessman. You sure turned out to be a fumbler.
I'm in no mood for your insults, Eddie.
Well, then, get out of here, because that's all you're going to get.
I'm not gonna let it happen, not after all these years.
It's a sure thing, Eddie, my boy. You just go tell Stephen Cord everything you know about Adrienne Van Leyden.
I'm not going to be cheated. We've got to do something.
We? Who do you think you're talking to? You haven't got a partner. No, sir, not me. I told you. Not anymore. And, don't let that door hit you in the back on the way out.
Now, listen to me, Eddie. I need you. I'll pay you whatever you want.
You pay me as much as you pay Jack Chandler?
Yes.
In cash?
Tonight. I'll come back tonight and I'll have it with me.
You really must be desperate.
I can't afford to wait.
How much was that again?
$2,000.
$2,000?
Is it a deal?
Well, that was a long time ago, you know. It's too bad I can't get a cost of living increase.
Is it a deal?
Well, what do I have to do to get it?
You know what I'm talking about.
Well, I tell you what, Les. I'll give you $2,000 and you do the job. What do you say to that?
You don't know what you're talking about. I'm running out of patience, Eddie.
Well, I'll think about it. That's what I'll do. And I'll write you a note and decide what I'm going to
Listen to me, you moth-eating con man.
Who do you think I am? Some cheap bum like Jack Chandler? Just because you settled for $2,000 to knock off Elizabeth Carson.
You didn't knock off Elizabeth
Well, he made
Carson.
a deal with you for $2,000. He never got around to doing the job, but he made a deal with you, and you know it. Oh, $2,000? Why? It takes that much to get buried these days, Les. Where you been?
Now, listen, you know your way around, Eddie. You could do it and never be suspected.
You're not offering enough for mine, though.
All right, I'll pay you more.
Oh, put a help wanted ad in the paper.
5,000.
No deal. Get up. Out!
You'll come around, Eddie. It'll dawn on you.
What?
That you haven't got a chance for any of that money. Unless I'm in charge of the estate.
Martin? Martin, it's Adrienne. I want to talk to you. Why didn't you answer me?
You misinterpreted my silence. It was not an invitation to enter.
How did Stephen find out about me? Who told him, and what did you have to do with it?
Are you suggesting
That you told him? No, I'm not. But that you're behind it? Yes, I most
Keep
certainly
your voice down. Keep your voice down.
Don't worry, he can't hear you. He's still at the office. We're here all alone. But I warn you, Martin, I'm not leaving this room until I have some answers. That's why that man was here, isn't it? That Eddie Jacks.
Jacks? What has he got to do with all this?
Oh, I should have known. I should have realized you were up to something.
How could Eddie Jacks possibly know about your activities in New York?
I'm sure he gave you the proper credentials, proving that he worked for the detective agency that sent me out on divorce cases.
What?
You sent him to Stephen, didn't you? You had to. He was the only one that knew. And why should he run to Stephen on his own?
Why, indeed. This is the first I knew of all this. That wasn't the first time you met Eddie Jacks, was it? When he came to the house.
No. No, I was having a drink at the inn.
And
The
why
other-
didn't you tell me?
What could you have done about it, Martin? I thought I handled it all right. I acted as if you were a stranger. I acted as if you were just fresh and trying to pick me up.
You underestimated Eddie Jacks. You're a fool. You incredible fool. Well, now there's nothing to do but make the best of it.
Do I start packing? That was a wonderful grandstand play you made in the courtroom. Where do we go from here?
Exactly where I promised you.
You mean you'd still marry me? Scandal and all?
I've weathered scandal before.
Yes, I know that, Martin. But I'm sure you don't enjoy it. Why are you going through with it?
For reasons of my own.
I don't see that you have any. I've done my job. I've broken up Betty and Stephen's marriage. Betty has ample reason for divorce. Why do you keep me on? What more do you want from me?
Companionship.
Oh, come off of it, Martin. You have your books, your chessboard. I don't even understand the first move.
Having second thoughts?
Yes.
Don't forget the terms of our bargain.
I don't trust you, Martin.
Then trust the actuarial tables, my dear. They're all in your favor. Besides, you forget my friendship for your late husband.
That was the excuse that you gave Betty and Stephen.
It was more than an excuse. You find it difficult to grasp the depth of my feeling for Philip. Well, let's say it's a tribute to his memory.
What game are you up to now, Martin?
Game? I'm a sick old man. All you have to do is marry me and outlive me. Then you'll be a young widow for the second time. Only this time, a rich one.
Hi, Eddie. Charlie. The kid's back there. Where? The back room with Norman. Oh, well, listen, I don't want to bother him. Don't say anything, huh? Sure, suit yourself. What do you want?
You know what I want?
What?
A boy.
You sure?
Is it okay with you?
Sure.
I want a little boy I can call Tuffy.
Tuffy.
Yeah, you know, a little tiny thing that's all man from the first second he's born.
Good. And then I can be the mad scientist, and he can be the monster, and he can punch you out every time.
I wouldn't mind.
You want another one?
I'll take a bite of yours.
Okay.
Norman? I didn't know you were here.
Yeah, we're both here.
You and Rita?
Me and Rita. We spend a lot of time together. Folks are beginning to talk. Charlie, can I have another one?
Sure. Did Rita say she'd take a bite of yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You better order two of them.
Okay, make it two. Come on, join us.
No, I don't want to butt in.
Come on.
Oh, no, I just dropped in for a quick hamburger. You kids want to talk. You've been working all day.
Dad!
Hi, Angel. I've been trying to explain to this husband of yours that I didn't want to butt in.
Sit down and be good. Here. Come on now, eat.
No, I'll wait for you.
Guess what, Dad? It's gonna be a boy.
Oh?
Yeah, she just decided.
And you're gonna be one of his clowns.
Oh, what do you mean with the baggy pants and all that stuff?
Well, sure. Every little boy needs clowns. Norm's good at walking into walls. At least he breaks me up.
Yeah, I'm a funny fella.
Well, I'm a little out of practice on that.
Well, you've got time. You can work on it.
What can I do?
Well, how are you at making faces?
What do you mean, sticking my tongue out, looking silly and screwing up my face like that?
No, I can do that. You have to use your imagination. I'll expect you to have a new trick every day.
Every day?
Well, sure, you know, fake mustaches and collapsible canes and a flower in your lapel that squirts water all over Norman.
Thanks.
And rabbits in your hat. Real live rabbits.
Oh, I can do better than that, you know. I can ride one of those old-fashioned one-wheel bikes, you know?
Great! I want our son to have a circus every day.
You really do, don't you?
Sure, I really do.
Now, wait a minute. Now, how long is it going to be before that son of yours can appreciate all of this? You know, it's going to be weeks and weeks and weeks before he can even focus.
I don't care. I want him to know that people love him and want to make him happy.
You want the whole world, don't you?
I guess so.
Well, then, I'll just have to devote my life to making your son laugh.
Why not?
Why not? Oh, gee, I just remembered. You excuse me a minute?
Where are you going?
Well, I gotta make a phone call. I want to call a customer about some special booze.
Your hamburger's gonna turn to ice.
Oh, I like them that way. I'll be back in a minute, Charlie. Les Harrington, we gotta talk. Tonight.